Second for the one second once. Alright, holy faded. Let's go. Yo. Yeah, I'm one. Hey. Yeah. What's up, Susie? Open panel. Open panel. Open panel. Or I'll be rapping if no one wants to join. That's what's happening today. Yeah, wishing you a great day. Same, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely coming to fruition. Today was great. I went into town, met a bunch of people I know, and it was just good a time. We're like, yeah, we're here, and I'm here. Let's positively reinforce reality. Yeah. Got a drink, let's go. Yeah, so funny story today, right? Funny story. I went to the skate park with about 10 grams of shrooms. Funny story. I left with about 2 grams because everyone wanted them. And I'm friendly. And I have met my maker and found peace that resides inside of my soul on mushrooms. So I share them in hopes. You know, like, okay, my friends asked, I gave my hand first guy, I handed my friend the bag. I said, take as much as you want. He goes, can I take this? And there was a 5 gram chunk, like a big 5 gram chunk, like this fucking big. It's like, yeah, you can have it. I said, yes, you can have it because you have the balls to ask. I said, those that ask shall receive. And you have the balls to ask me for a good amount, and no one else ever had the balls to ask for that much. So I said, you can have it, but there's one rule. You can't take it all at once. You cannot take it all at once. And I said you could have some. So I gave him a 5 gram chunk. I gave him a 5 gram chunk of shrooms today. as a fruition and a pro-appreciator. What do they call that? Pro-appreciation? Something like that, yeah. And I looked at him in the eyes and I said, bro, I just handed you $35. And he said, okay. I was like, yeah, it's $35, dog. I just handed it to him. So, but I believe in it. So I had these epiphanies on shrooms. Susie, you're welcome up. We can talk too if you want. But I've had these epiphanies on shrooms where I was like, okay, I've had that great breakthrough experience that it all made sense to me, and it made me a different person. It made my heart open. It made my mind open. It made me less closed off. It made me more open to other people's minds, other people's hearts, other people's perceptions, other people's, energies. You call it empath. You can say, what is the other word? Empath or telepath, or there's one other word. Yeah, like to understand people's emotions and feelings and being based on seeing it yourself through you and understanding other people are there. Like that's what shrooms really did, and shrooms helped me guide myself out of the okay, I'm human and humans make mistakes and people have this dark image on you or something like you made mistakes, whatever, blah blah. I don't know. I look at myself from God's eyes. Okay? Something you have to learn. You have to perceive. You have to perceive God. To perceive God looking at you. So that you perceive God looking at you, you have to realize who He is. You realize He's graceful. You realize He's merciful. You realize He's loving. You realize He's understanding. You realize He cares about you. You realize He's like, okay, these people are human and I'm a God and I can't like hold them accountable for being 1 second old and compared to the whole world and all matrix and the whole universe, which is like infinite. It's like they're 1 second old in their mouth, like, you know. So I look at God and God looks at us like, these are my children. You know, it's like these guys are cool, and they just don't understand all the way. And we're trying to understand, and we're trying to learn. So I see myself in God's eyes, and I have a lot of hate from around me. I have a lot of pressure to perform, and I have a lot of like pressure to get a job and pressure to be a part of this world. And I still find myself in God's eyes. Still look to God's eye. Like that's how I see it. God, whoever God sees me is how I see me. And God says I'm fine. God says I'm perfect. God says I might be misconceived on some levels. I might be miscoherent. I might be, like not connecting all the way fully to my peak ability. But God understands and God sees that. So like I'm always on the growth. I never I know everything. No. I'm ready to keep going up the vine, and the vine's infinite. It only makes me more humble the higher I get. Well, it makes me more like, okay, now I understand human beings. And I should be more loving and more kind the higher I get. So I see it. So like when I see these people saying they reached enlightenment and I reached this pinnacle, and they're in the world making ads, selling you out. I don't know. I don't think they reached it. And I see the monk on the corner of the street with a cigar and a cup. Sometimes I think he might have reached it. So I don't know. It's hard to really tell, but what I'm trying to get at is you might not see the truth in 3 dimensions. It might be higher, right? You might not need the nice cars and the nice clothes to see someone's truth in a higher dimension, because usually if they have the nice cars and they have the nice clothes and they have the nice like money and partying all around you, that's what they live by. That's their ego. That's what they made. They made that succession which people want to try to succeed towards. And it's like, well, how happy are you? You might have a bunch of cocaine. You might have a bunch of fucking weed. You might have a penthouse to overlook everyone. But does that really change the inner side of you? Because I feel like when you start doing mushrooms and you start getting that like empathy towards other humans, because you start rising above your own mind. And when you rise above your own mind, all of a sudden you're seeing people stuck in their mind. You rise above your mind, and you see people stuck in their mind, and it's like, well, now I see the game. and I can see how they could make stocks out of people, and I can see how they could run the numbers of stocks based on patterns of human behavior, and I can see AI adapting humanity and all this shit with the numbers, the data, and I can see that there are a bunch of powerful people rising up right now, like me, doing smart shit, and it's about to be tight. Like, there's a bunch of me, a bunch of people like me that have just the same heart that would have said exactly the same thing, rising up right now. And I believe that. And I will not hold back. And I won't say that it's not happening, because I believe it's happening in my mind. And I know it's happening in other people's minds. And if it's not, I pray for it to happen in other people's minds. I pray for it to happen in powerful people's minds. I pray for it to happen to people that have an actual say in what happens in reality. I hope that somehow my thought goes through the mediator ripple effect into their mind. I don't know how it works, but I'm saying is I have hope and I have faith that every little tiny thought, every tiny little action you do, if you do it in a positive manner, will change the future. I swear my life. Every little tiny thing will change the future. What's up, Daniel Berry? Always up in here showing love and support. You already know. And me rambling on shrooms right now is going good. I feel fiery. I'm just having fun. I'm just kind of going through my mind. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'm on shrooms, so just going through my mind. Just kind of rambling off. It's more fun. But yeah, open panel too. I pinned the link. I'm not just going to ramble. Hopefully, maybe I will. That's cool. I have a lot of energy right now. I might be too wired. Have people up here. I might be like, I'm gonna go crazy, fast energy. But it's all good. Anyone wants to come up, I know it might be a lot of energy, sorry. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm thinking deeply into it. I might need a quick bowl. God. Yeah. It's a long day. Again, we're at 8 grams of shrooms today. And that was my personal stash. For people that look me in the eyes and I could see they passed. So I could be like, yo, I could pass that off and maybe you will laugh. Damn, have a good time. See the map, realize you're on it. Damn, now I can pinpoint I'm on it. Damn, hey, what? So, I can swing left, right hand too, but I'd rather be a monk. Yeah, about you. Damn, you wanna swing, I wanna bow, I wanna play. But when it comes to the swings, I'm Tarzan. I'm coming from the vines and the seams. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Gonna smoke a bowl. Yeah. BRB.
Damn, Obi. Damn, Obi. Damn, Obi.